Shake, boy. Welcome, people of the modern age. I'm the Shy Guy 1080, and this is Geeking Out Gaming. Welcome to another episode of the garbage I call my channel. In this episode, I'll be covering an indie game by the name of Assault Astroid Cactus, as well as a little description of my handle, my channel, and some changes I plan on making as soon as I learn some new things. Also, I want to kind of discuss gamers who don't give certain games a chance. I think people should do that, but we'll go more into that. Shy Guy is a mixture of the fact that I am a dude, and I am a dude. I was born and raised in the city of Chicago, hence Shy Guy. I don't live there anymore, but yeah. I was given the name by a dude I met in college my first time. It was since I always complained about how I missed Chicago, and I really don't know why I did. And at the time, I was playing a lot of Super Mario Brothers because of that entire beat it in 8 minutes thing, if anybody remembers that. My channel means get excited. Geeking like I'm getting excited, not like you just did a pound of blow. Changes are going to be small, like better transitions, adding background music, and slight changes to the quality as I learn more about video editing. Now that that is out of the way, let us start by talking about games and gamers in general. There are gamers out there that don't usually give indies a chance. They are really missing out. Many of these games may not be very long or have a simple concept, but it's that brings us as players back to a nostalgic type feel. Like it takes us back to the days of old. Or even if it's simple, but it takes us on a fantastic adventure or an amazing story, something that we couldn't think up of, but we complain about it like as if, we wrote it and we hate it. People are too judgmental. Most of us over 30 remember these games from the Atari and NES, and we go, man, those games were fantastic. Maybe they weren't, but that's what we had. And we get a feeling of a sense of nostalgic, specifically when new games use these techniques and game styles that are reminiscent of games from the old Atari, NES, Super NES, and so forth. Lots of games nowadays are starting to hire story writers to make more enjoyable connection to the characters, settings, and plots of these stories. You become more attached to what is going on. For instance, in Fallout 4, my first time around, I shot Father in the face. I didn't even give him a chance to speak. I didn't care. I'm a father. I truly hated him. I thought about the fact that if somebody stole my kid, I'm going to shoot the guy I think is responsible for it. Granted, that's my anger taking over, and luckily, I didn't go to jail because all I had to do was reload. Reload my old save. It was fine. Everything was good. Doesn't matter. This type of connection, though, is only seen in a story that is immersive. You don't get that from every game. Like on the flip side, you have Destiny, a game that has a story, but I never felt really connected to it. And I played it. I played it quite a bit. I like the fact that the looting system was so complicated. Like you can do the same dungeon 100 times and never get what you wanted. And I enjoy that, even though it might not sound like fun. I find that fun. I like that challenge. Finding a balance, though, of story to gameplay is really difficult. Very few games really do it very well. Some games, it's either great story or it's great gameplay. It's hard to find games that do both. The Witcher series does both. Borderlands does both. Assassin's Creed does both. They're all great examples of a proper mixture of story to gameplay. But I digress. Let's get into this review. It was a vote to play on the PSN last month, and it came in third. So I didn't get it for free, but I did get it at a discounted price. At that price point, it was a fantastic buy. I was extremely happy with it. I've been enjoying this in my leisure for the last few days now, and I can say it's a pretty well-made game considering it's simple. And it's a top-down dungeon crawler, much like Dead Nation or Gauntlet, but with a more cartoony feel to the graphics. It is by far one of the better games I've bought on the PSN, but most of the ones I do are good. And that's something that I tried to mention in the last paragraph was, you got to give games a chance. You judge stuff before you give it a chance, and then you're You know, you're that guy that goes, oh, I don't want to see that movie. Somebody told me it was garbage, but you haven't seen it. What if it isn't garbage to you? I mean, give things a chance. It's not going to kill you. The one thing I liked about this game is it utilizes a class system, which is seen in the guns and weapons and that the characters use. It's not a complex class system. Like, you can beat any character and I think beat any level. It's really like how you like to play, or what's easier for you, or how you play. Like, if you stay out of the way and you like to take out large lines, the railgun type would be better for you, or the laser type would be better for you. But if you are like just like hold down the trigger and let's kill, you know, there's stuff for that for you too. It has an entire female cyborg cast with cute catchphrases that will definitely make you want to try the other girls. They all react differently to certain power-ups, so I enjoyed playing all of them. The enemies are a series of bug-type robots, and the bosses have themes that match the level, much like Mega Man, but not quite the same. The gameplay is reminiscent of the old-school Asteroids, with an obvious upgrade to the graphics. I will say, though, you should consider getting it if you're looking for a time killer between big releases, because you can kind of pick up and put down this game whenever you want, and it's not super addictive, but it's definitely fun, and it's a great way for either you or a group of friends to just kind of hang out online and play games. You know, I enjoy it. Me and a buddy play all the time. There is no real over-the-top realism, which is fantastic because it would be ruined if it did. And I'm happy I got a chance to play this game before my DLC release, so I'm enjoying it. I don't know what else to say. I will be doing a live stream or a tips and walkthrough for the DLC Autonomatron for Fallout 4, and we'll be looking forward to the continued support of the viewers like you. And that, as they say, is that, or at least Metchin from Final Fantasy X did. You all know this part. Please like and subscribe, share to help my channel grow. And remember, I'll be looking forward to all of your comments, even from trolls. Laters.